Welcome to Bookwood. I'm glad you chose to spend some time with me. This time we'll talk about our super fun readathon that is Hikeathon. It is organized by Macy from The Bright Side Girl. You can find her on YouTube and Instagram. During these 2 weeks you can read books to earn 12 different badges and engage in outside activities to earn 6 more. In this video I will be sharing with you clips from all the different activities that's my kids and I, did for this readathon, and in between I will talk you about the reads I did for this readathon as well. The first clip is about our visit to the park in front of my kids' school. We visit this nice park quite often as we go there after school to meet up with other kids and their parents. It has 2 different playgrounds and it also has a lot of sports equipment. It is a place where I do a lot of reading. The first book I want to tell you about is Le Secret de Castelcerf by Robin Hobb. This is the first part of the Golden Foal, which is the second book in the Twenty-Man trilogy, which is the third trilogy in the realm of the Elderlings saga. Whoa, that was a mouthful. This also means that I cannot tell you much about this book without spoiling it. So I'll try to give you an idea of the main events of the main line of this book. Fitz is now back in Buckkeep, where he plays the role of a servant to Sir Golden, which is giving him a reason to be present in the keep, but also a cover for his role as a teacher of the skill and the wit to Prince Dutiful. Slowly throughout the book it is getting clear that Fitz and his friends and family will have to face some troubles with the Peebles community. I love the characters in this book, I love the world in this book, and I'm always very happy to come back with it. And even if in the second book, and it is to me only the first part of the second book, I feel that we are setting up the stage for the events to come. I still feel that it is full of smaller and larger events that keep me as a reader entertained. If you want to read this book or this trilogy, I still recommend you to first read The Royal Assassin and to follow that up with the Live Ship Traders trilogy, since it will help you to get to know the characters and the different parts of the world before jumping into this one where both parts collide. In the next clip you will join me and my kids on a walk through our village, during which we start out to visit 3 little free libraries. We ended up only being able to visit 2 of them since one is closed for renovation. We added in some books and we found some books to read next. We also discovered that there were already a lot of poppies flowering, blooming along the way. So after this walk, my sons went back to get some of these poppies to make a keffir drink for during our picnic. I also listened to an audiobook, Sword of Avalon, by Diana L. Paxon, based on the notes made by Marion Zimmer Bradley before she died. It is one of the books in this series that I never read before, and I must admit that I had trouble getting into it. The first part felt terribly long. We will follow a high priestess from Avalon that travels to a city after a vision in which she has to save a baby boy from a fire after an attack. And that is what she does. She will return to the Tor with this boy and hide him in the villages of the March people. He will be named Woodpecker. This first part felt long, too descriptive to me. And it is only in the second part that I really got engaged in this book. In the second part, Woodpecker is the character we will be following, since he has been made a slave, and we will follow how he travels and ends up in what they call the lands of the Middle Sea. I think it is the Roman culture where we will end up. And he will meet Velantos, who is a smith for who he is going to work. We will follow how Velantos and Woodpecker form a bond, and we will also go through some events that will set them on a path back to Avalon, back to the Tor. When they arrived there, it is Velantos that will be the one that will forge Excalibur, whilst Woodpecker, whose real name is Mikhail and that has now come out, will try to gain the trust of the different tribes to unite them to successfully defend his people. The second part was way more dynamic, and I was quite surprised by the importance of the reincarnation of some of the characters from Ancestors of Avalon. I don't recall that this was something that was as important in the other books of this series, but it is now becoming something that I will be looking for in the next book with way more attention. In the next clips, you will see images that I made during my almost daily walks in the woods that surround our village. They are for the Go on a Hike batch. And you will also see the second step in the keffir making. My next read has been on my wanting to read list for a while. It is The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. This is a read that I have enjoyed very much. It is a YA fantasy novel with a lot of elements from the Folk in the Air trilogy. We will be with Hazel and her brother Ben, who live in, and I will have a look at my notes because I read it in French and the names are not the same. So they live in a very strange town that is called Fairfold, that is surrounded by woods, and in this village the humans and the Fae live together, or at least they encounter themselves a lot. This village has a lot of tourists coming to visit because in their woods there is this glass coffin in which a Fae boy is sleeping. And these tourists are not always safe from the Fae. Hazel and Ben, when they were younger, have become this warrior and bard duo that find a way to find the Fae and to go often kill them, and all that in protection of the people who live there and the tourists who come there. But that was a while ago. And then one day this boy wakes up and a lot of secrets start to unravel. I really like the characters. I loved the atmosphere and the story. The story is full of twists and turns and unexpected reveals. I cannot tell you much more about it because many other little details would be spoilers to this story. I wished I could show you this book, but I had already to return it to the library. But the French edition has very nice sprayed edges and also has very beautiful chapter heads and inside cover pages art. So I made a little clip before returning the book to the library, and I'll insert this right now. In the next clips, we will take you with us on a totemus hunt. Totemus hunts are organized in mainly Wallonia to promote tourism and especially local tourism. So people from here that rediscover places of interest in their own region. Each of these walks is placed in an app in which you indicate that you're at the start, and it will take you with directions to different stops during this walk where you have to answer questions or solve riddles to get the next instructions that also may be riddles. My kids and I find this activity a lot of fun, and the one that we are doing today is one that is in a very small village near us, and it will tell us more about the agriculture and the structure of the village. The starting point is very close to the end point, and we have decided to hold an afternoon picnic in the garden of Le Moulin de Ferrières, or the Mill of Ferrières, so that we can enjoy the beautiful garden of it. The parking for the start of the totemus is next to it, so we didn't have to carry our cooler all the way. And you will see us enjoying our picnic after this 2-hour walk, and you will be able to see us tasting the poppy flower keffir. à scroller?
Regarde là-haut. Moi, je suis moitié.
Ok, ben on suit. Allez-y, on va par où?
Par là. Non, par là.
Let's talk about the last 4 books I have read for this readathon. It's 4 volumes of the same manga series, which is called La forêt magique de Hoshigahara. And in English that would be the magical forest of Hoshigahara. And this manga is written and drawn by Hisae Iwaoka. I hope I pronounced that right. I think Japanese names are often very difficult. This is a very beautiful manga series that will hold only 5 volumes. And the 5th one is not yet available in French yet. And the artwork is very fine, very delicate, very dreamy. So let me show you. In this magical forest, we will meet Soishi, who lives in this forest, who takes care of it, who protects it. He is collecting stamps, and these stamps are given to him by spirits he helped. It is in this story and during the several volumes that we will slowly learn about the history of this forest, why Soshi is living there, why he has this stamp card, what he hopes to achieve with it, and we will learn about the magic that keeps this place going. It is a story about fate, about friendship, about love, about family. It is very poetic, and I found it filled with emotions. I really hope that it will get translated to English. It is most certainly worth the read, and I am very impatient to read the last book and to see how all the elements that were given to us in the first 4 volumes come together in the end. I hope that you enjoyed our reads, or my reads, and our activities for Hikeathon. And I hope that maybe next year you are interested in participating too. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this readathon and if you would like to participate in it. I would also be very happy to talk to you or to talk with you about the books I've read. I would like to know if you have read them, what your thoughts on them were. Before hopping out, feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. See you soon!